Okay, and now we're ready for the real fun stuff. So this is when your A is not 1, but it's also not prime. And so if you liked the AC method, we're not adding anything to it. This is still the AC method. You're not going to care whether we're doing the last video or this video. So we're just going to jump in and stick with the AC method. Again, if you're a good number person and you can guess and check it, go for it. I'm not going to stop you at all. I think that's an awesome way to do it because that's actually using your brain, not just a rote process. But we're going to go rote process for those who struggle. So AC method. So I am going to take 9 times a negative 16, and I am going to get that number. So 9 times 16, that's 144, okay? So 144 is my number I'm working with. Remember, I have it as also a negative 144, so I'm going to have some one positive number and one negative number. And remember, the goal number that I'm looking for is 10. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start with this. And guys, if you write it down and it's obvious it doesn't work, you don't have to write it down for me. 2 and negative 72. 3, will 3 go in there? 3 will go in there, won't it? So 3 will go into 14, 4, 12, 2, 8. How about that? On there, 4, I think 4 will go in there too. 4 will go into 14 3 times is 12, and 6 for the 24. And again, I'm looking for 10. I'm not there yet. 4, 5 won't go in. 6, so I think 6 goes in there. So 6 will go into 14. 2 times is 12 with 2 left over, and 6 into 24 is 4. That works also. Okay, and so I'm up to 6. 7 won't go in there. 8, let's try 8 because 4 and 2 will go in there. So let's try 8, and that'll be 1 and 64, 18. Oh, and it looks like that one might work, okay, because 8 and 18 is a negative 10. Now, again, I need it to be a positive 10, so all I do is switch the signs. There's my positive 10, okay? So now I do my substitution, okay? I'm going to leave my 9, and instead of the 10, okay, instead of the 10, I'm now putting this in that same spot. So negative 8x plus 18x minus 16. And I cannot say enough, guys. All I have done is a substitution. This is exactly that. So if I told you to take this piece and simplify it, you would get the 9x squared plus 10x minus 16. Okay, now we're going to do grouping. So I'm going to group, and a lot of people will group this way. And guys, the only problem I have with this is when you group like this, and I have this happen a lot, you've now turned that into a multiplication problem. So I personally don't like that method of doing that because now it looks like it's a multiplication. Let me see if I can get rid of that. If it is a positive, you can put this here. If it is a negative 18, still put it and then put a plus in between. Now it looks right, okay? Or highlight it like I did. What'll go into both of these? That would be x. And so this is 9x squared minus 8. Over here, you've got what'll go into 18 and 16. That'll be 2. Whoops, here we go. Let me back up to the step because I took an x out. So fix that. And I've got 9x minus 8. Okay, and so I now have the 9x minus 8 that is common to both factors. I'm going to take it out, and it leaves me with the x plus 2. Okay, if you want to do and that's done. If you want to do the box method, again, I'm going to come back in, and I'm just going to put the 9x squared, the negative 8x, the 18x, and the negative 16. And then again, you're going to just go across and then go up and down, get your common factors, and you should get the same answer. Okay, number 26. Again, don't forget to always check for the greatest common factor before you start. 24, 6, and a negative 30. And 6 will go into all of those. So that's going to give me a 4, a 1, and a 5. Okay. We're still going to run this the AC method. So that would give me a negative 20. I am looking for it to be a positive 1. So I've got 1 and a negative 20, 2 and a negative 10, 3 won't go in, 4 and a negative 5. Okay, that will add and give me a negative 1. I needed a positive 1, so we're going to flip the signs, and now this is what I'm using. Okay, I'm going to substitute it. So 4r squared minus 4r plus 5r minus 5. And again, guys, it does not matter when I put these two in. I could put it in this way, or I could have put it in this way. Okay, either way, doesn't matter. Okay, just take your pick. The end result will be the same. Okay, I'm going to group. So I'm going to group the first two, and I'm going to group the second two. And so I can take out, so be careful with that 6 out there. I'm going to take out a 4r. Put that there. And that's going to leave me with an r minus 1. And in the second set, I'm going to take out a 5. And that leaves me with an r minus 1. So my 6 was my common factor to start off with. They both have an r minus 1 in common. That's going to leave me with a 4r plus 5. Okay? If you were doing this by the box method, okay, then what you would do is you would just ignore the 6. You're going to just put this piece in the box, and just remember when you're done, the 6 has to go out in front. Okay, we're going to run through one more. So start with your greatest common factor. 12, 72, and 81. Is there anything they have in common? And I think a 3 will go into them all. So that would be 4. That would be 14. No, 24. And into 81 is 27. Okay? Okay, we're doing the AC method. So take A times C. You might try to work ahead of me here. So A times C, what would that be? $108. Remember, my goal number I'm looking for is a negative 24. So let's start doing the factors of 108. So 1 and 108, 2, that's 50-something. That's too big. 3, that would be 36. So at 3, I'm at 36. That's still way too big. I'm at 39 there. 4, and that'll go 27. 5, how about 6? 6 will go in there, be 1. Be 18. And it looks like that's it. So there's my gold number. There's 24. Okay? Again, remember, I'm just kind of keeping this running total in my head as I go through there. Now, here's the look. It's a negative 24, so that means I need to use the negative 6 and the negative 18 to get the negative 24. So don't forget that piece. There's my number. And now we're just going to do our substitution. Okay? And now we're going to group. Now this is where I was telling you, if you're going to group these, and you may not have understood what I said earlier, but since there is a negative right here, put a plus and then put the negative in with the 18. Okay, we're going to do common factors. So what will go into 4 and 6? What will go into a squared and ab? Okay, so we've got a common factor of 2a. Let's divide out the 2a. So that's going to leave me with a 2 and an a, and a 3 and a b. Again, don't forget that I could just go back in and distribute that and get the previous number. Let's do the next one. Looks like my pen's about to die, so I got to hurry it up. We're going to take out a negative 9 here and a b. It's going to leave me with a 2 and an a and a 3 and a b. Let me double check my stuff. So I took out a negative 9 and I need a negative or a positive 27. So this needs to be a negative 3. Negative and negative is positive. Okay, final step. We took out a 3. We also have the 2a minus 3b that's in common. Mark those off. And what's left is the 2a minus 9b. Final answer. Okay, so that is our hardest type of factoring that we will do. So that is it. Remember the AC method, that kind of works for everything. That actually works for any trinomial. Okay, guys? So even all the way back, I'm going to go all the way back up, when we were just doing these up here that were with 1 in a guess and check, you could actually do the AC method on there. I probably wouldn't, but you definitely could. Okay, so good luck on those.